If you think inflation and unemployment can't rise at the same time, then congratulations, you believed one of economics' biggest lies. And it gets worse and funnier, because here's the part they never mention. But the craziest part is still coming. But here's the detail everyone ignores.
Fast context setup. Imagine waking up in a world where prices explode, jobs disappear, and no economic rulebook works anymore. Paychecks shrink, groceries spike, gas lines wrap around city blocks. Money wasn't just losing value, it was mocking people on the way down. Even economists were panicking, which is rare because they're usually confused, not scared.
Number 1. The official story. The official explanation sounds simple. They said the 1970s crisis happened because of oil shocks and bad luck. OPEC cut oil supply, prices jumped, inflation followed. Case closed. Except that explanation collapses the moment you ask one question. Why didn't the economy recover when oil stabilized? Because that's only the version they want you to remember. Fact number 2, the dirty secret. Before the crisis, governments believed they had finally beaten recessions. They pumped money into the economy. They printed more. They spent more. The idea was simple. If unemployment rises, just stimulate harder. The problem? They kept doing it even when inflation was already out of control. Warnings were ignored, data was massaged, and politicians chose popularity over reality. This wasn't an accident, it was a ticking bomb, and everyone involved pretended it didn't exist. It's like flooring the gas pedal while the engine is on fire and saying, "Relax, the speedometer looks great." Fact number 3, the consequence. Here's where economics broke. Inflation kept rising, but instead of growth, jobs vanished, factories closed, wages fell behind prices, families worked more hours just to fall further behind. This wasn't a normal recession. This wasn't normal inflation. It was stagflation. Stagnation and inflation happening at the same time. Something textbooks said was impossible. Some experts still argue it wasn't a crisis at all. It was a policy failure wearing an oil shock costume. Mini-climax. This is when central banks realized they were trapped. Raise interest rates, you kill jobs. Lower them, you fuel inflation. There was no painless move left. This is when markets froze. This is when trust evaporated. This is when the world held its breath. If money could scream, this is the moment it would have lost its voice. Fact number 4, the hidden impact. Stagflation didn't just break economies, it rewrote economic thinking. Old models were abandoned. New ones were built on fear of inflation above all else. And that fear still controls policy today. High interest rates, tight money, central banks obsessed with inflation? Yeah, that paranoia was born in the 1970s. People think stagflation ended decades ago. It didn't. Its scars are baked into your cost of living right now, even if you've never heard the word before. The takeaway. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Finance isn't math. It's human behavior pretending to be math. Every crisis teaches the same lesson. You can't print your way out of reality. And if you think this story is insane, wait until you see how close we've come to repeating it.